Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 14 of Trollhunters Tales of Arcadia, titled Return of the Trollhunter. What he's returning from, I don't know, but we start the episode off with Toby running from this fire demon dog. We find out it's like a fire hellheedy, I think it's Blinky called it. And initially, Arg punches it, splits it into two, but Jim, cuts a water hydrant and uses the water from the water hydrant to destroy the hellheedies. I love this little scene, It's not just he's fighting, trolls, gum-gums, goblins. He's also fighting other things. Also, that this is completely Toby's fault, by the way, as he bought a magic rock from someone to use as a science project or whatever. So, this is Toby's fault, by the way. So they go to school, and, Claire's kind of hounding Jim about Enrique. And, Jim tells her they can bring her to Troll Market. So they bring her to Troll Market, and she's just like a kid in a candy store. She's in awe of everything. Eventually, she makes her way to Vendel, and, Vendel's like, two's fine, but three's an infestation. Only for, to Claire to hit him with some trollish. Something Jim hasn't learned, apparently. Also, she read all 47 volumes of A Brief Recapitulation of Troll Knowledge, I think it was called. I don't think I've read 47 volumes of anything in my life. Also, though, but I will say this, if I was the Trollhunter and my life was on the line, I'd probably crack open those books. I also probably learn the language as well, just so I could know if my enemy's cursing at me, Like, I'd first learn troll curses, so I'd know if my enemy's cursing at me. Then I'd learn some other things, like the regular hello, goodbye, Then I'd learn some more, but, I just feel like Jim should have started learning this, But we'll give him a break, He's been too busy trying not to die from Bular, but Bular's been dead for a little bit now, so he should really get on that. Also, his mom is giving him the silent treatment, which is funny as hell. So Blinky takes Jim to work on the Vespa. Some little father-son bonding time, and Blinky's tells him he knows that he's going to the Darklands to rescue Claire's brother, and that he and Arg have talked together, and they were going to join him. Bagdwella comes in and says Toby and Claire are going to be paced because the Hero's Forge is going haywire. Also in the Hero's Forge, they met Drawl, who was putting together his father's corpse, I guess, his statue. And Toby says it took forever to get him. And I'm just sitting here thinking, well, why didn't they get him, like, the night he died? Like, the day Jim got his amulet, why didn't they just send some people out at night? Kind of feels a bit disrespectful. So, Jim, he gets to the Hero's Forge, sticks his hand in the scryer to, hit this kill switch to the Hero's Forge, and he gets summoned by the ghost of Trollhunters past. And they tell him that they're the Karen Trollhunters. I mean, the Trollhunter Elders. Side note, what's Kandagar doing there? I mean, I know he's some type of legendary Trollhunter now, but, he just died. Ain't there Trollhunters older than him? More... And if he's considered a Trollhunter Elder, what the hell kind of bullshit timing were the other Trollhunters on? Like, what did they do that Kandagar, who's the new kid on the block in the Ghost Realm, is considered an Elder? Or was he already Elder before some of the Trollhunters, Or was he already, like, a Troll Elder? Like, how old is Kandagar? I don't know. Anyways, he starts lambasting Jim, about how they watched his triumphs and his faults. And then he says I had to distance myself from my son. No, he didn't. He chose to do that. Something, Jim failed to do, and then he shows a picture of Joel's broken arm, stone arm. And I'm just like, Joel's a big troll. He made those decisions himself. He made the decision to join Jim to fight Bular. He made the decision to, take the amulet out of Gilead Bridge. He probably knew he could die, and he did it anyways. I feel like, this whole scene of Kandrigar was basically taking away from what Joel did. Also, they shit on Jim for, not doing anything alone. But Jim brought up a good point. The only reason he's really alive is because he had his friends with him. He had Blinky, Arg, Joel, Toby. Also, I'm not taking anything these people say at face value, because most of them were killed by Bular. The guy that Jim killed. So I feel like he kind of outranks them a bit, It's kind of one of those things like, yeah, you're some type of legendary troll hunter, but like, I killed Bular with 2 months worth of experience, and I'm 16, and you had 300 years, and you're old as dirt, so, he gets out, and, he tells him that the Council of Karen Trollhunters says that to go to the Darklands, he's gonna, have to defeat Bular, because this is the best opportunity without Strickler, and, because Strickler's, gone on the lam. Speaking of the devil, we see him, a goblin, and that other changeling Otto awaken a troll by the name of Angar Rot, who's, basically now Strickler's slave. I still think they should have cut the first season in half. The first part be one season, this one be a second season. This just feels kind of like two different seasons, instead of the first one. Because Bular, I feel like killing Bular in the middle of a season just takes away from his, ambiance, his prestige. Now he's just, instead of a seasonal villain, he's just like the first half. Anyways, that aside, I like this episode, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.